All right, meantime, a defiant Erika Kirk responding to conspiracy theories surrounding the assassination of her late husband, Charlie, while vowing to carry on his legacy.
This was happening before Charlie was murdered. Both of us have been through the ringer of people will call you whatever they want to call you. They will. But I have seen it firsthand impact the people that I love, and I'm done. I'm done. And if people think that I was just going to wilt away, I'm not going to sit in a corner and cry and be in fetal position. This is a duty to my husband, and it's an absolute honor.
Joining us now is senior writer for the Washington Examiner and Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, it is incredible how complicated people have made all of this for Erika Kirk, and there's also a real level of cruelty to some of these comments as well. What do you make of those remarks from her yesterday?
Well, the cruelty you certainly see on places like Blue Sky and to a certain extent Twitter as well, Carly. But this is a woman who, I mean, we all have kids. Imagine what she went through on September 10th after Charlie Kirk was executed at Utah Valley University. And then we saw, you know, Charlie's young children run up to him when he was a guest host on Fox and Friends Weekend. I couldn't imagine as a mother, you know, what she is going through now, having to raise these children and without her husband, obviously, that she dearly loved. And I've written about Time Magazine's Person of the Year award for years, every year around this time. And I said that in the Washington Examiner that Charlie Kirk should be Person of the Year. And for the viewers at home, Person of the Year is awarded based on having the biggest impact on history and who represented the year most. And the murder of Charlie Kirk was the first major political assassination in this country since the 1960s. The Turning Point USA movement, which Charlie began at age 18, I mean, think about that, has garnered millions of followers. And his death leaves, you know, a wife and 2 young children behind, but has also spurred 125,000 new Turning Point USA chapter requests from across the country on campuses. Kirk was, I should say, and is the most Googled name of the year, even surpassing President Trump, who rightly won the award in 2024 for winning back the presidency. And listen to this, guys. Per Fox, faith leaders report a 15% rise in church attendance as young people inspired by Charlie Kirk turn to Christianity, unquote. Bible sales also skyrocketed. In the month where Charlie was murdered, 36% increase there when compared to the same time a year ago. So Charlie always said, get married, have children, build a legacy, pass down your values, pursue the eternal, seek true joy. That's what he often preached. And even in death, so many people are taking that to heart. He is your Person of the Year, no question.
I think that is so well said, and I'm really appreciative that you focus on the positive. But I also think we do need to focus on the negative of all of this. And Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman, who has been a voice of reason from the Democratic side, is defending Erika, saying it shouldn't be controversial to put our political views aside and extend the grace for a deeply traumatized family to grieve. But, Joe, that begs the question, how far has the left fallen? How far has society fallen when those words from someone who actually is on the left are any bit controversial? That should be the baseline of humanity, what John Fetterman said right there. And sadly, Joe, right now, it isn't.
That's the thing, right? I mean, social media is just so toxic. And you read the comments about Erika Kirk in terms of, what she wore to a campus event at Ole Miss a couple of weeks ago. Boy, who was it? Joy Reid said, that's not widow wear, and laughing about how J.D. Vance is going to leave his wife Usha for Erika Kirk because they want like a white supremacist kind of couple. I mean, you hear this from people that used to be election night anchors on another cable news network, and you're like, oh, man. I mean, that is just some crazy stuff. But I think what really was a big indicator in 2025 in terms of how far we've fallen, to your point, Todd, was Luigi Mangione, who executed a guy a couple of weeks up from us at Fox News in Midtown Manhattan, a father of 2, because he didn't like the way the healthcare industry was going. Luigi Mangione, and we got to hear about how nice his abs are and how hot he is from people like Tim Miller over at the Bullmark. I mean, and other people online saying, you know, that what he did was right, was justified. I think that was a good indicator early on in this year that, boy, we really are going in a really horrible direction right now for celebrating murderers at this point, like a Luigi Mangione, or mocking somebody like Erika Kirk.
Yeah. I love your piece in the Washington Examiner, Joe. And, you know, while I was reading it, it made me start to think about Charlie Kirk's death in a way that I don't think a lot of people have. And it's that, you know, through his death, a lot of people looked at Charlie's life and looked at his priorities and what he had and then said, you know, maybe I do want to, you know, rethink what I find is important. And a lot of young men went to wives and families and getting married and starting that sort of legacy as opposed to just focusing on career. So through his death, man, I mean, Charlie has created babies and inspired even more life. And that is certainly something that should be celebrated as we look at his legacy moving forward. Joe, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.